it's Euro Work who just about leads. Casa Tall being ridden handily early on as they now make their way towards fence number 2. Rajman is out slightly wide of the grey, looking for Edmond Dantes out very wide on the course as they quickly make their way towards fence number 3, and Casa Tall just about touched down in front. Din Din's in behind in the black and white colours. We've also towards the inside Firami, using the dark blue sleeves with the white armlets as they head over another open ditch. That was fence number 4. Final shots in the green and yellow hoop sleeves out slightly wider, and the back marker, as you can see, a little way adrift of the others, is High Noon, but only about 3 lengths off the back of them as they freewheel down the hill first time. Casa Tall, a 5-time winner. Harry Cobden has the advantage from Euro Work, and David Noonan in second place. Mirajman is close up with out wider Edmond Dantes.
Then it's Swindon. Keen Interest then was the one who is the first to show out wide of a trap. They're reaching out for the lead. Is a favourite. Soapbox Sid. He now takes the turn and goes on then by a length, make that 2 lengths. So Soapbox Sid then now begin to inject some pace and lifting the pace in the front end. He's gone away by a couple. Snaffy Mojo, to his credit, not going down without a fight, sticking to his task. Just in advance then other Haven Blue, but the favourite Soapbox 6 is giving generously out in front, and he's not for catching. Got all the answers. Favourite takes it. 1 was second. Judgment into for third.
Ashman with Edmond Dantes out to the right as we look in the predominantly green jacket as they head over the next fence, fence number 6. Final shot is in behind that with Din Din, far side Euro Work in the white cross belts. Then we have Fir Ami, who's in behind that as they jump fence number 7, and then we have High Noon, who's about 2 lengths off the back of them, just closing up a little bit as they head past us with a circuit to go in this Jan Dickinson Celebration Handicap Chase. Casa Tall leading for Mirajman in second, then out wider Edmond Dantes with on the inside Euro Work. Then comes Din Din, Jack Tudor out wider Final Shot. Then up against the rail is Firami, who's held up towards the back of the group, and High Noon still sits at the tail, but 6 lengths off the leader as they now race out onto their final circuit with 7 left to jump. It's Casa Tall, whose lead is just growing to around 4 lengths around that bend. Euro Work and Mirajman lead the pursuers with Din Din and Edmond Dantes out wider. Final Shot comes next with Firami on that one's inside as they take the first down the back straight, where Firami was a little bit slow, just being joined by High Noon at the rear. So Casa Tall leading and now making their way towards the next fence, fence number 9, back to another open ditch. Euro Work, Mirajman, Edmond Dantes out wider. So as they get over the next open ditch down the back straight, Final Shot in behind that. Euro Work just nudged along on the inside. Din Din has passed that rival now. Then comes High Noon and Firami as they now make their way towards the next plain fence. Casa Tall still has the advantage. Mirajman is not too far away in second place. Edmond Dantes out wider. Din Din getting a little bit closer. Final Shot comes next. Then Firami, as Mirajman took a bit of a chance at that. Firami just ridden on landing past by High Noon, who's gone past a couple of them now. Euro Work has dropped to the tail as they head out of the back straight. Casa Tall leading for Mirajman in second, Edmond Dantes out wider. Din Din comes next with Final Shot, High Noon. Firami trying to get back into it, as is Euro Work, both being pushed along as they head towards the home straight with 3 left to jump in this Jan Dickinson Celebration Handicap Chase. Casa Tall still holds a length advantage to Mirajman and Edmond Dantes, who's still very much in touch. Final Shot in behind them. Din Din towards the far side. High Noon in behind, trying to get into it under Conor O'Farrell. Then comes Firami and Euro Work is at the back of the field. Casa Tall, Mirajman now putting up a challenge now. Not much between these two as they jump 3 from the finish with Din Din in behind them. Edmond Dantes being passed by Final Shot, who's coming into it. High Noon in behind that, heading towards 2 out. Mirajman taking over. Final Shot looks a big danger near side. Casa Tall in behind with Din Din, just 1 left to jump, and Final Shot coming to challenge Mirajman. Not much between them. Mirajman the grey on the far side. Final Shot trying to get past on the near side. It's Mirajman over towards the far side in front. Final Shot trying to get upsize. Mirajman though putting out a little bit extra from Final Shot, and Mirajman is off the mark over fences and beats Final Shot into second place. Din Din back in third, and then came Casa Tall.
Yeah, Mirage-Man wins then, and you can see now why the horse was so prominent in the betting. Tongue Strap and Cheek Pieces went back on today, and that's been the key. Robert Dunn in the saddle for the Charles and Adam Pogson combo, who always like to target their local track here. Final Shot finishes in second position, much better than that Doncaster pulled up in January. He had the Man wins then, and you can see now why the horse was so prominent in the betting. Tongue Strap and Cheek Pieces went back on today, and that's been the key. Robert Dunn in the saddle for the Charles and Adam Pogson combo, who always likes to target their local track here. Final Shot finishes in second position, much better than that Doncaster pulled up in January. He had the Mirage Man wins then, and you can see now why the horse.
And it's How We Roll, the outsider, at 33-1. The runners on their way down. It's hard to see it's How We Roll win here, but he's also used to be trained by poor John Spearing, who's no longer with us, but now with Henry Oliver. Juno-esque. John Gallagher's here today, as he normally is at Brighton, having a good time. Dara Keenan has ridden this horse many times before. He's had a winner already. Largo Bay, I know the owners of this horse. They are here today, Joe Lane and his pals. We're here when this horse won. I think one of the owners is here anyway. Largo Bay, good horse though. He likes it around here. It's a 0-65 handicap coming up. Eton Blue won here before as well. He also won at Windsor last year. It's seasonal debut here. Eton Blue. He's wearing a hood to the start. Just let you know, there's now 4 non-runners in that 4:30 race. So take out 3 Spirit Warning, 4 Kondratiev of Wave, 5 Vitesse de Son, and 6 Reavers Rob Roy, all non-qualified to run because the conditions of the race state that they can't have won more than 2 races. It's only Roscioli and Girl in the Picture meet those conditions. Spirit Warning's a 4-time winner, so he can't run. Juno-esque rarely misses a meeting here. So they've made it to the start now. Any final bets? 5-2 on Glenister. They're at the start now. Eton Blue 16-5, 12-1 Largo Bay. About to go behind now. Any final bets for the 4 o'clock? So runners about to go behind. They are loading the runners up now. Won't be too long. So that the race is out. Form study handicap. Three in, 2 to go. It's How We Roll and Glenister, opposite ends of the market, the last 2. So the last one from a mile and a half. It's How We Roll is in. We're set, all in, and they're off. 5 runners jump away for the At the Races app Form Study Handicap Stakes. Glenister making his turf debut. Just looking to see if there's any pace on here. Juno-esque normally makes the running, and she has gone to the front. The course regular here for John Gallagher. So Juno-esque, the mare, leads a length clear to Glenister in second place in the white and black colours of the Elite Racing Club. Racing in third place is Largo Bay, another previous course winner, black and yellow. 2 lengths back to Eton Blue, who's also won here before. Racing in green, purple cap, maroon sleeves, and the back marker is How We Roll, who's in the black with the light-coloured seams under Dylan Hogan. They've covered the first 2.5 furlongs, and the leader is the mare Juno-esque, taking up her usual front-running role. Length and a half clear to Glenister, looking for this 7-day hat-trick. He's racing in second place, a length behind the leader. Racing in third is Eton Blue on the inside, 1 out, 1 back to find Largo Bay, who's got the black and yellow on the sleeves, and held up at the back is the outsider of the field, It's How We Roll. They've rolled through the first half mile so far, and they're heading now for the final 7.5 furlongs of their journey. And up front, Juno-esque still narrowly from Glenister in second place, who's poised on the outside. 2 wins already recently at Lingfield on the all-weather. Son of Glen Eagles making his debut on the turf as they cross Wilson Avenue. Racing in third, Largo Bay. Eton Blue on the inside, the purple cap for Pat Cosgrave. And the back marker still, It's How We Roll. Now about to emerge in view of the stands and make the turn down the hill towards the final 5 furlongs. So the leader is still Juno-esque. They're now well past halfway. Glenister in second place, just a shake of the reins from Thorhammer Hansen. Racing in third on the inside is Eton Blue in no hurry. Then comes Largo Bay, and finally It's How We Roll as they head down the hill to the final 3 furlongs. Juno-esque now driven on the right, joined by Glenister in the centre. Eton Blue is just waiting in behind, yet to play his cards, Pat Cosgrave. They head down with 2.5 still to go. Glenister, now Thorhammer Hansen can wait no longer. He's sent the favourite to the front, and he's gone clear by 2 lengths to Eton Blue, who switched towards the inside. It's How We Roll running a big race at a big price to the outside. Still over a furlong to go. Glenister, though, is travelling powerfully in front. He lengthens that stride now, and Glenister is away. 3 lengths clear to in second place Eton Blue. Then comes It's How We Roll, but Glenister is on a roll. He's going to make it a 7-day hat-trick for the Elite Racing Club. Thorhammer Hansen and Sir Mark Prescott ease down. Glenister, too good. Second, Eton Blue. Third, It's How We Roll, who ran well. They were clear of Juno-esque and Largo Bay.
The trip here for this handicap, and Knightswood still odds on 4-5. Robert Johnson 5-2. 11's Brashka. Just Hess solid at 11's. 12's Franco Grassa. Don't Get Fooled Again is 40-1. That's from 50s though. 6 run, and odds on favourite here at Thirsk.
Yeah, 4-5 then to follow up. Knightswood, 110 stone for Charlie Johnson, Joe Fanning on board.
Yeah, Knightswood, he's got a very strong chance if he reproduces his Ripon performance last week. I think it was clearly a bit of a drop in class for him at Ripon. Similar race to this really in a 0-75, and he's just a horse that's a level above this grade. I think really his mark had dipped down to allow him to obviously compete at this sort of level, but you go back to last summer when he was running. And Robert Johnson did look well in the paddock. I think back to 1.5 miles is a positive, but he's kind of on the other end of the scale in terms of where he's been. He's been at the very bottom grade of handicap, making his where he's found his improvement. So he's coming up against a horse in Knightswood who's been at sort of Class 2 level and competitive at that sort of level. And Robert Johnson is working his way up from the bottom grade, and we'll see. The two meet together. I think the market's got it right, in my opinion, that Knightswood is the likelier winner, but Robert Johnson has a chance. He does have a chance. He looks well. He's improving.
I don't think it was a Newmarket 63 that beat him.
No.
At Catterick. The race didn't open up at all, did it?
No, and probably the trip didn't help either. I think back to a mile and a half. The question would be whether he's going to have the same tempo of race that he had when he was winning in big fields at a low level. He was coming from off a good gallop in those races, and this is a small field. I think the tempo will be a little bit slower, so he's going to have to do things a little bit differently, and we'll see. We'll see whether he can live with Knightswood. I think, as I say, I think the market's got it right. The other three all need to improve on their recent form. Just Hiss, well handicapped on the best form. Franco
is from
very much so. Yeah, very, very much so. But you're going back a while to find it, aren't you? Ran okay at Haydock, but kind of to the point that suggests that he might even nowadays need to come down a little bit more. Franco Grasso, he's talented on his day, but those days are a bit few and far between, to be honest, and won't get fooled again. I'm not sure how that Swedish form stacks up, but I suspect 40-1 is not necessarily overpriced. We'll see.
Okay, less than a minute away from post time for the Vickers.bet and Best Odds Guaranteed Handicap Stakes. Knightswood will go into stall 2.
I think Joe might go back to front running on this horse potentially.
If nothing else
goes on, it looks like there's that door open for something to grab an easy lead, and Knightswood did it from the front last year. He didn't do it at Ripon in a small field, admittedly last time out, but he did do it last year when he was winning from the front, so he's proven himself versatile tactically, and I wouldn't be surprised to see Joe try and dictate.
Okay, he's going to be one of the last stints. Let's get back up to Mark and get the call.
Thanks very much indeed, gents. So our only two-turn race of the day here. The start at the 2 furlong marker as the favourite Knightswood moves forward. The last one to go in will be Robert Johnson to complete the line. They're in the gate. And they're off. 1.5 miles is the journey in the Vickers.bet Best Odds Guaranteed Handicap, and through the early stages the favourite Knightswood will claim the early advantage over his market rival Robert Johnson. Then towards the outside Just Hiss, who's taking quite a keen grip, racing in 3rd position. Franco Grasso then towards the inside rail is in 4th, and last duo early are Brasca and Won't Get Fooled Again. A circuit to go, and Joe Fanning and Knightswood have the lead as they go into the turn by the paddock. The lead is 3 parts of a length over Robert Johnson, and Connor Beasley racing in 2nd position. Then on the inside, Franco Grasso racing alongside Just Hiss. Just Hiss now into a clear 3rd once again. Franco Grasso is in 4th, 2 lengths away to Brasca upon the outside of Won't Get Fooled Again. They head now down the back straight. They have 1 mile to go, and it is Knightswood and Joe Fanning who still have the lead, and that has now opened up to nearly 2.5 lengths over Robert Johnson in 2nd. A further 2 lengths away is Just Hiss, who races in 3rd. A length to the inside, Franco Grasso is racing in 4th position. A length and a half back to Brasca, and then another length to Won't Get Fooled Again. Inside the final 7 furlongs, and Knightswood takes them on towards halfway. To on the outside, Robert Johnson racing in 2nd position, and they're now just about at halfway, 6 furlongs to go. Knightswood has got the lead. Over in 2nd, Robert Johnson. In 3rd, towards the outside, Just Hiss. Then towards the inner, Franco Grasso, and they go into that far turn with Brasca last but 1, and Won't Get Fooled Again, the back marker of the 6. Now heading back towards home, just over a half mile to go, and Knightswood still has the lead. The lead is just 3 parts of a length over Robert Johnson in 2nd. Just Hiss towards the outside is in 3rd, and in 4th is Franco Grasso, and now they make the turn in, racing on towards the final 3 furlongs, and it's Knightswood who still has the lead to a ridden along. Robert Johnson in 2nd, still with 3/4 length to find. Towards the outside is Just Hiss, who is in 3rd. Then Brasca from a long way back has stayed on into 4th. Franco Grasso now has backed out of it and Won't Get Fooled Again is not getting to them. They're racing now on towards the final furlong and a half, and it's a now change for the lead as Robert Johnson puts his white blaze in front. Knightswood is trying to battle back towards the inside rail. Down the outside is Just Hiss. They're racing towards the final half furlong. Robert Johnson's lead now has extended to over a length as they race up towards the line, and it is the 3rd win of the year for Robert Johnson. Just Hiss got 2nd, Knightswood in 3rd, Brasca filled out 4th.
A cross-court double for trainer Phil Kirby. Robert Johnson, third winner of the season, as Mark Johnson, the commentator, telling us. He stuck to his task really well from just his in second place for Tim Eastby. Kieran Schofield on board claiming 5, and Knightswood back in third place for Charlie Johnson.
Maybe the two don't get a good chance here. Angie Kibble's run it. Actually got 2 in this race, and you've also got Gutunda Stella. So Ballymacca, Loka, and also Trap 5 Mohican Kelsey. They're the 2 that stand out then in this race. We're just about to be given the nod to go forward here at Swindon, then 4-1-4. 5 jump favourites, 3-1.
Just in third by the looks of it, over Parisian Belle. Cleo Storm, White Stars on the green jacket, the 3. 15, and Parisian Belle 10 behind those, and then Moassa, number 4 in 5th. 3, 5, 15 and 10.
Race 3 on today's programme, and this is a really nice 3-year-old conditions race. It's over the 2100 metres, 5.
Trap 1 is vacant for this S8. Second and final race over the 6 bends here this afternoon. 10 to 11 hit the lids, Brian. Trap 2 from 5 to 4. 11 to 4 from 2 to 1. Trap 3 Ambitious Avicii. Lids Harley at 7 to 2 in Trap 6. 5 to 1 Trap 4 Beautiful Blaze and Moyola Raw in 5. 8 to 1 from 5 to 1. Hit the lids, Brian. Runner up last time, beaten 6 1/4 lengths. Crowded first and second bends in S8. Then bumped turning for home, but still getting a ran-on comment. Went from 4th to 2nd off the final bend. A winner in S8, 3 runs a go-kart at 35.19. Got moved to S7 for that, and then had that not so pleasant return to this level next time. A 10-time winner of 84 career starts, all bar one of them here, racing in this country.
at Stratford on his last run. He has had the cheek pieces back on here today. Copper Fox is a wonderful, again, consistent type of horse for summer racing, so he's always picking up a little bit of money here and there, and consistency he'll get rewarded with them races, and he will win a couple of races. But the horse I actually like the most is More Clouds, Andrew Wilson's horse. He sets a good pace. Danny McMinimum's riding, and to be fair, when it fell, it literally looked like as if it just got in a little bit deep to the forward fence, and just sort of knuckled over and landed. Did take quite a heavy fall, but I think it'd be none the worse from that. Just watching him going down to start, it is a keen going type of horse, but if Danny could get the fractions from the front, you know, he could be very, very dangerous. Obviously you see the horses there wearing the red hood, they've got to be taken off. So horses that wear red hoods, they have to be taken off down at the start, and then the race without them. So it's just for the preliminaries that horse has got the red hood in.
Yeah, and promises to get an easy lead out in front. I think there's no other front runners in the race, so it's a good chance for Danny McMenamin to jump out in front and bowl along and dictate the fares here, isn't it?
Yeah, and I think this race could be run to suit him if Danny could just get him just to relax half a stride, and he could try and ride a waiting race from the front, and like you say, this horse could be very, very dangerous from the front, getting an easy lead.
Yeah, we talked about Copper Fox. It's only his second start over fences, so there might be a bit more to come from him, and they've gone back for the cheek pieces of others. Rockambolus was second last time up. Dylan Wheeler's looking for a double. It'd be great if he could get a double, but this is let's call him a quirky character, this fellow.
Yeah, I think I think Dylan's going to have his work put out. He should have won the last day, and in my eyes he looked like as if he threw the race away, but he's obviously going to be dropped in and ridden very, very patiently, and like you say, it's a good furlong and a bit of a run in from the last, so he's going to have to be very, very patient and try and just produce and land him there on the line. But More Clouds looks like my idea of the winner in this. I would say he does jump well. He's had the experience. He's ran in 3 points, 4 chases, so he's got plenty of experience to go around market raising here today.
Okay, More Clouds then to make all the running here. Peter, what do you reckon?
Yeah, Darryl makes a fair case. I'm going to go for the cheeky Rockambolus. I know the horse down tools last time and hit the front too soon, but Bradley Harris, after his winner on Gentleman Valley, which by the way he thinks means he's lost his £10 claim now down to 7, he wants to make amends. Redemption, says the jockey, so he'll be delivering him later. And Royal Steel, this horse apparently has schooled brilliantly over fences. Royal Steel.
For the Rhino.bet novices handicap chase over 2 miles and a furlong, 12 to be jumped, and More Clouds has been sent off into the lead and gets over the first quite briskly. All cleared the first safely. More Clouds has already gone about 3 lengths clear. Honor de Civila is giving chase with Royal Steel as fence number 2 is an open ditch, getting over that fence. To also Copper Fox ridden handily, the orange jacket. These 4 have got a bit of a gap over King of Quinta. Then we have the nose-banded Secrets de Famille, and Rockambolus, who's been dropped right in at the back of the field, has dropped anchor at the back this very, very early stage. So heading downhill towards the home straight first time, cleared the first 2 of 12 in this race, and quite a long run towards fence number 3, and More Clouds. Danny McMenamin has the advantage. One grey leading the other grey in second. That's Royal Steel, first start over fences today, and a bit keen. Then the white face of Copper Fox and Brian Hughes. Honor de Civila is next. Ben Post with the pink cap, blue sleeves. They now make their way towards fence number 3. Leader was quite quick and nimble over that. All jumped it pretty well. King of Quinta and the beige is next. Then we have the nose-banded Secrets de Famille, the green cap of Joe Williamson as they jump for fence number 4. And Rockambolus, Dylan Whelan looking for a second winner, as is trainer Ben Pauling here this afternoon, as they now get over what will be the final fence next time round, fence number 5. Rockambolus at the back must be some 10 lengths off the leader, and that's More Clouds, who takes them along by about 2 to 3 lengths to Copper Fox in second place. Then comes Royal Steel. Honor de Civila is next. Then we have King of Quinta. Sam Twiston Davis followed through by Secrets de Famille, Joe Williamson, and at the back of the field Rockambolus and Dylan Whelan. So as they swing round the corner and now head towards the back straight, where they'll be greeted by 4 fences down the far side. More Clouds in front by a couple of lengths. Copper Fox now just gaining a little bit in second, followed by Royal Steel and Conor O'Farrell. Out wider is Honor de Civilia, getting plenty of daylight. They're much closer to the leader now as they reach the first fence down the back straight, which they've all taken okay. Honor de Civilia jumped a bit out to the left, but didn't lose much ground as a result. Still More Clouds leading as they now make their way towards the open ditch. More Clouds from Copper Fox in second place. Honor de Civilia is in third, out widest of all as they get over the ditch. Then we have Royal Steel in the red and white colours towards the inside. King of Quinta comes next. Then Secret de Famille and Rocambola still ridden patiently. Over the next, but low, but over quickly was More Clouds. Still has the advantage. One more fence down the back is the final open ditch. 4 from the finish. Copper Fox out much wider now, with in behind Royal Steel as they clear the ditch. One who's improving up on the inside is King of Quinta, moving into third place now. Then Honor de Civilia as Royal Steel just backing out. Then comes Rocambola, still travelling strongly in behind them. Ridden along, Secret de Famille has dropped to the tail now. Still More Clouds leads. Long run towards the final 3 fences. Copper Fox, Brian Hughes, though, getting closer again on the outside. Then King of Quinta in third place. Ridden along now, Honor de Civilia. Gets a reminder around that turn, trying to stay up with the leaders. Being ridden along quite vigorously. Rocambola continues to improve stylishly. Then comes Royal Steel and Secret de Famille. So making their way to the final 3 fences. More Clouds still in front from Copper Fox. Rocambola has now moved into third place with Honor de Civilia. Then King of Quinta, who's just struggling to go with them now. They jump 3 out. Good jump again by the leader. And Rocambola takes a fall there. Rocambola is down, horses up quickly as they head towards 2 out, and pulling up is Secret de Famille. More Clouds, though, pulling out extra. Going on from Copper Fox. Then comes Honor de Civilia. King of Quinta well beaten off. Just 1 left to jump. More Clouds is clear. Shortens up, but is over. 4 lengths to the good. Honor de Civilia now trying to give chase in second place. More Clouds has made all the running so far. Being chased by Honor de Civilia, who is gaining about 1.5 lengths between them here. It's More Clouds out in front, holding on here, and More Clouds makes all. Sees off Honor de Civilia in second place, clear of Copper Fox in third, then the fading King of Quinta and Royal Steel.
It was exactly as Angus and Darren was saying in the studio, wasn't it? The only front runner in the lineup, and he's made all, or she has. This filly, after 87 days off, has been an expensive horse to go in heavily with, but gets everything right today with the race set up ideally on ground that she really has enjoyed. This daughter of Cloudings beats Honor de Civilia, who was sat 4th early on in putting good late work, threatened marginally, but could never quite bridge the gap. More Clouds makes all. Rocambola is back quickly on his feet, as is Dylan Whelan. That horse was creeping into it. We'll never know, will we? Sat chilly at the back, brought into it in the home straight, still going well.